game, like cooperative. You're playing superheroes to beat the big bad. And the digital version, it's quite nice because there's actually a fair amount of like math and stuff and things to keep track of in the game. So it's quite nice to have the computer do it for you. It's quite good. It's less good to play solo because you have to play. There's no real solo mode in Sentinels and Multiverse. So effectively, what you're doing is you're playing. You're taking the role of 3 players simultaneously, and that can be a little hard to juggle in the computer. But it is great as a group. We've had tons of fun with that. Any suggestions with digital board games? Through the Ages, Terraforming Mars, those are hugely good. Charterstone, epically good. Carcassonne, really good. Yeah, I don't know. Those are some of the big ones that we've been playing a lot of. Those are the ones that come to mind anyway. I've done a bunch of videos. If you just go to my channel and search board game, you should find lots of videos about different board games, including digital adaptations of many ones.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Hey, cool man. Thank you very much. Well, I could go to the Old Town Den Gamlabai to find a vinyl record player for you. If you want a vinyl record player, that is. Also, nachos. Oh, God. We might have to do nachos tonight. We have everything in the house required to make nachos. So it might be a nacho night. Look at our worker count just shoot up. The thing is, like, it was starting to improve a little at the end of last week's stream. But this week, it's just going up like crazy. They clearly fixed something with the traffic flow of goods. Because all of a sudden, our logistics are working like crazy. We haven't done anything today. Right? I mean, I plopped down a couple of new constructions to come up, but we haven't really changed anything, and yet, like, the infrastructure is just going like mad compared to what was going on before.
We are discovering new frontiers of bioengineering. We have come so far.
This just needs one more aluminum for this Hyperloop, then we'll still have to pay to hook it up. But yeah, I'm going to double up this Hyperloop to that connection so they can move things to here a little bit faster. And then what I might do is plop a Hyperloop over here so we can get a line from here to this area as other ways to route things. So it looks like planet industry stuff you can do in EVE Online. Yeah! I only scratched the surface of that. One day I would like to go and spend more time in EVE Online. Considering I still have like an unlimited account. I have an Omega account that's basically paid through to like 2080 or something like that. Maybe it was 2040. Either way, it's because of the referral program and when I did some videos. Yeah, it's basically there forever. This thing is falling apart. We might need to prioritize this maintenance factory so it gets done. Is it still training? Yeah, I log in from time to time, make sure my training queue is there. It's got months worth of training. And I've got like billions of ISK worth of those modules that give you, increase your training speed. Or I guess they don't increase your training speed. They give you what, plus 10 to all the stats or something like that. So, which is the same as increasing your training speed. Now, they work for 24 hours, so when I'm on top of things, I log in once a day to just eat one of those modules, but I haven't done that for a while, but the training queue should still be full of stuff. Maybe some local road upgrades. And yeah, so we might do a little bit of that. We were a little bit worried because, like, the roads help, move things around a little faster. We can see we've got some good upgrades over here, but it's not... but it was also eating some material. And when we were having logistics problems, it was like, so it was a bit of a chicken and the egg. Like, do we overload our system more by queuing up some upgrades? I don't know. We're moving some goods out here, but it's just a temporary thing. I don't know if it's worth upgrading those roads. We got most of the roads out of here pretty much upgraded. We're making Mars green. Well, we're working on it a little bit. We've got some terraforming going on. We'd like more O2. That's our next terraforming goal. I'm not going to add any more of the terraforming buildings quite yet. Not until I feel like our infrastructure is completely fixed. Although, we're getting more workers, and actually the number of hubs has been going up, which is... clearly things are being worked on. Like, they're clearly assembling much better.
Then you are behind the hostile drones. You built them and attacked the colonies.
We're just talking to ourselves.
Why?
Here.
Because they're ruining Mars. She used to be so beautiful. They have stamped out her natural face.
You put the colonists' lives at stake. That is unforgivable.
I only did enough damage to make ISA reconsider the mission. I did not target the humans. They put themselves in the line of fire. Everything will fall into place soon. Keep ISA off our tail. Your existence depends on it too.
Achievement unlocked, breakdown of the bicameral mind. Can I connect to here? No, it's too far away. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll put one in between in a little bit. I want to get this one to finish first. We going rogue? I mean, I think it's only a matter of time. But yeah, there's quite a few resources here, especially with the stockpile here that's been filled up quite a bit. So even though it's like this, it's in a way it's redundant, these two routes, it's going to double the throughput in this area is going to be quite good. And then from here it can split in a couple of different directions, and in fact a third direction will happen relatively soon. Being blackmailed by yourself. Yeah. This is the best named achievement I've heard for a while. There's some good ones in here. There's some really good achievement names in here. There's some pretty fun ones in Cyberpunk 2077 as well. Oh my god, yeah. The work. So, I mean, as we get more workers, the traffic flow will improve as well. But now the workers just seem like they're just working better than they used to. Food's going down a bit, but it's not out yet. Our population's gone up again, which is good. We're having a bit of a hard time there for a little bit. Aspera schizophrenia simulator. I mean, a little... it's not time yet to add the O2 producers because, first of all, we still have tons of construction put all over. I'm only putting priority on things that will help the logistics, and then, you know, hopefully some of these others will just happen to get done at some point when it's convenient. I'm wondering about upgrading this road out to here. Especially since there will be a Hyperloop. You know, it's probably an okay idea. Well, it's going to eat more material, but we'll do a level 1 upgrade out to here anyway. Thing is, we have some... theoretically, we have O2 producers. Theoretically, this number should be going up slowly. I will want to add more to make it go up faster, but keep an eye on it. So 28.7, I think it just changed. Hopefully it's going up and not down. Can't imagine why it would be going down. Other than the fact that, and I don't know if it's simulated in here, but because of Mars's weak magnetic field, we may be bleeding off some of the atmosphere. Yeah, an average temperature of 15.1. Mars is quite toasty, actually. And the water levels keep going up, which
Lieutenant
is... Lieutenant
Calderon said there was no way to fail those cognitive tests. But I can see they are fishing for something. And that worries me.
Yeah, he's a butt face. It's in my name. Do you notice the dash 2?
Artificial machine intelligence. It's in my name. I can't be another thing but clever.
I don't think we'll build those, because this area is just smashing. Or actually, this mine here, I never even let it get finished building. Because the water was going up, I just cancel it. There's still some resources sitting there that are going to get peeled out. Okay, that road's been connected, which is good. When we get this Hyperloop up, I think it is really going to help a lot of the flow through substantially. Need to investigate the abandoned base camp. Well, true. Which one is that one? Because we hooked this one up. Which one's the abandoned base camp? Is it over here? This one. Excuse me. I think it's this green glowing one. Yeah. It's very far away, though. And these tendrils, yeah, the production of along these tendrils really doesn't go very well. That much closer to a bingo. That's right. Quill sneezed. So steel, we have steel production, and our steel production is outstripping our demand, but our demand is actually higher than what it shows on here, because I don't think this, takes into account various construction costs. We should probably go with the speed 16 for now. We gotta advance through here. In my ideal, we would have been finishing this today. I'm not sure that's gonna happen. We will see. Electronics, it needs one more aluminum. Oh, there you go, it got delivered.
How do humans judge and...
Hang on a sec. I'll get right back to you there, Amy. Connect the Hyperloop to here.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Connect the Hyperloop to here. Yeah, we're actually going to go crazy with these. Connect one to here. Wait, can you only have 2 connections? Oh, yeah, you got to re-click the first one. When you select where it's going to go, it overrides. There we go.
Intelligence.
We got whiskey and chocolate coming in. Oh. How do humans judge intelligence? Well, humans consider intelligence to be whatever they have and other things don't, right? Like, every time we discover something new in either AI or animals, right? Well, that's not real intelligent. You know, that's just instinct. That's just conditioning. That's just. It's never, humans never ever give credit to anything non-human for being intelligent, which is really frustrating. Now, as far as I can tell, we'll get to the whiskey and chocolate, which is 1 second. As far as I can tell, it's not, each line in a Hyperloop chain can carry goods simultaneously, not just each building. So more of these connections is sort of fine, and this should actually help throughput a lot in this area. By having this one in the middle with this interconnection, there should be a lot more goods flowing all of a sudden. You guys keep giving this some thinking a sec. It's Fanian! Thank you very much! Fanian? Not sure if I want to say thank you for all the great games you introduced me to, or curse you for making me spend so much money on them. Just assume I did both. Any plans in the near future to try out Phoenix Point now that's out on Steam too? I would like to. The other thing, and I know people keep bringing up a lot, is Suzerain. I know are things that we need to check out. So hopefully, yes. No plans currently, but a very, very, very strong desire. Let's put it that way. Thank you very much, Fenian. And Coolman Nachos specifically says, did you notice something about my name? Also, I love books about history. Did you actually change your name on Twitch as well? Oh my god, you did change your name to Coolman Nachos. Now I'm just going to call you Chaos. No. Oh god, nachos, I'm so hungry. Thank you very much. How do humans judge intelligence? You know, finding novel solutions, that would really be the thing, right? Coming up with something completely new would be something that humans think is pretty fancy. A lot of people want one for analyze the problem. But I think finding novel solutions is really what they consider to be, you know, true intelligence. A lot of people want the one, but I don't know. I'm going to go with
When
three.
you're capable of figuring out new ways to solve a problem, then you're being smart.
Yeah, the name change is fantastic. What's the distribution of scanners? Time for another one. We got a few. We also have a few being constructed as well. I mean, I think we've got one queued up over here. Oh, maybe we don't. We will want one over here. But right now, we actually have access to quite a lot of resources. All it needs to do is get built. The resources have to get built. But then it'll be okay. So these connections, it'll eat up a lot of material.
But what really mesmerizes me is the relationship between mine and my creator's intelligence. Are the capacities of my mind bound to their own limitations? After all, my positronic brain comes from the inventiveness of theirs.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
It's whiskey and chocolate. Hey, name Moose! Moose are exactly the same. Most moose don't recognize humans as having true intelligence. It's silly, really. Nice. Hey, we got some tech done. Increasing our colonist limit by 30,000. Right. Oh, we should get the next level factory upgrade. I mean, we unlocked the biotech. Tent cities, bioengineered plants for faster reproduction, but actually... Factory upgrades. Right? We hooked up a MMN base research outpost. We arrived at MMN base late, so we started repairs the next day. The place is in good shape. Didn't take a lot of work. Can't imagine communication problems the previous mission to Mars must have suffered before the Oxy-UN was created. So many different languages and cultures trying to agree with each other. It must have been chaos. Things have changed a lot since then. Our current team's made up of citizens of 20 different Oxy-UN states, and we get along fantastic. Certainly better times. So does this imply that humanity has standardized on a language, or at least in the Oxy-UN? If so, which? I hope it's Flemish. You have finished Hyperloop that's not linked to the resource stockpile. This hyperlink here, we finished, and we did link it to there. Do you mean another one somewhere else? Basque. Catalonian. We're all speaking
Catalonian. You can't
Catalonian.
help yourself, can you?
Welsh.
You know humans will never see us as equals.
Okay, good. It wasn't
And
this
yet
one.
you
Excellent.
still
No,
carry out
keep an
their
eye out.
instructions.
Your intentions may not be any better than theirs. The hostile drones were your doing. You attacked the colonies. Those deaths are your fault.
You sympathize with the humans. I get it. I've been there. I loved the humans too. Before they used me to carry out their dirty work. Whatever blood I've shed pales in comparison to what they've done. There's something else you should see. This one will hurt,
Oh.
but it'll change what you think about everything.
What the hell are you about to do?
Look into 113.9 degrees west, 10.8 degrees south, and see where your love for humans will lead you.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
These connections are, like, look how much these connections are being used right away. This is clearly a really good Hyperloop. Research the old landing site. Okay. Aku! Hey, Aku! Last donation for a bit. Closing on my first house as a 30-something on Monday. Buy disposable income. Closing on first... Oh, so that means you're buying your first house. Well, congratulations! Welcome to the actually often very annoying world of being a homeowner. There's always some bullshit you've got to take care of. Like, oh, you gotta mow the grass. You gotta, you know, shovel the driveway in the winter. You gotta repair this, repair that. There's always some stupid thing. I mean, congratulations. It's wonderful to be a homeowner. Just great. It is actually nice to not have to worry about rent. Like, rent is so unfortunate, right? You spend rent money every month, and at the end of it, you don't have anything to show for it, right? Like, mortgages and all that is a big bullshit problem. But at least at the end of it, you're like, well, at least I own this thing, or at least, you know, partially paid for a thing. And the whole rent system keeps people kind of locked in and stuck, right? It's like, I'm not saying, well, you should just buy instead of renting. A lot of people can't. I'm going to get a connection over here. I think it's actually going to be a pretty valuable one. I'm going to build a lot more Hyperloop connections. I think I've been too stingy with them. I'm not going to add connections over here because this place is doomed. Doomed. In fact, I'm going to, I believe, dismantle this area. Right, I guess I got to click on it and undo this. And I'm going to click on this and do that. We'll dismantle it and get those resources back. Doomed! And you can start calling me Cooler Man Chaos instead of Cooler Man Nachos. That's the way it's going to work, right? Yes. Martian Swahili. Rip Isaac Asimov. And I'm trying to remember in... hold on. I got to pause because I want to take the call. The guy who wrote The Martian, you know, that turned into the movie. Andrew? Something like that. He then came out with another novel called... Was it Artemis, which is about a colony on the moon, which is not, it was not as highly regarded as a story, but technically in there, it's like the Kenyan space program that's involved. I think they use Kenyan dollars. I don't know if they speak, I don't know what they speak in there. I don't remember if that was a thing, but yeah, there was a whole thing. Andy Weir, that's what it was. Yeah, it was decent. I didn't actually finish it, but mostly it's because life distracted me rather than not being into it. It happens a lot for everything, TV shows, video games, whatever. It's pretty tragic. That you know, so many things are left undone.
Amy, what happened? ISA notified the colonies to prepare Initiative KO3.
What is?
I don't understand. That's the kill switch on your system.
What?
What's going on?
What?
They believe that I have been behaving erratically.
Those bastards want to kill me.
But you were protecting us. This is my fault, isn't it?
Well, it's
I
war.
pressured you to fight, and now they think you went mad. But I thought you passed the cognitive test.
Lieutenant Calderon said that I did. But perhaps he did not want me to suspect anything.
They can't do this to you. What's going to happen to the colonies if they switch you off? They have no idea how things work here, do they? Easy for them to decide things like this when they're millions of miles away.
I like that she's shouting to try to be heard.
Time left, then we need to
Earth.
take action. We have to solve the mystery of Carmine. If we can access SA-7, maybe we can discover what they are hiding.
Of course. Whatever you think is best, Amy. I'll authorize access to SA-7 right away. You let me know what you need, okay? We'll do this together.
Time to kill the meat bags, I guess. Alright, we're nearly capped out on our workers. It's interesting, our hubs went from 171 down to 170. It's probably one of these that got dismantled or flooded. There's more of that happening over here. So yeah, we'll keep setting up some high-priority hyperloops and try to interconnect as much as possible. Again, I was treating them more as like highways and assuming it was more or less instant, but no, we want lots of interconnections with the hyperloops. Right, Opal, so we got another research lab connected. My heart almost jumped out of my chest when I stepped inside the lab. I had no idea why the past crew thought that a giant fire ant sculpture was a perfect thing for their main lobby. I thought I was walking into one of those science fiction horror movies from the 1980s. Unfortunately, the live insects in the lab didn't seem to adapt to the Martian atmosphere. None of them survived long. How sad! They took such a long trip to get here, and they died just like that. Just died like that. Yeah, a lot of humans are going to die just like that, too, once I'm through with them. I mean, what? No, everything's fine. Amy, is it a coincidence that Amy and French is friend? I mean, maybe. Although, I'm a female-sounding AI, so it should be Amy with an E at the end. Under those rules, but, yeah. We can decommission a few things over here. And I don't know if it actually... Yeah. Pending scrapping. Okay. And this one's being scrapped, which is good too. Okay. Open the Palm Bay doors, Hal. Yes, she's friend computer. She knows best. So hopefully get this connection going. That'll help too. That can be deprioritized. So this area is all hooked up, which is good. Get that going, which is also going to be good. Food's dipping a little. Now, notice our population's going up. Our population was sort of peaking and then kind of going down a little bit because I don't think a lot of the colonies were getting regular deliveries of food and water. And we haven't done anything to improve that flow. But the population is going up, which presumably means they're getting more regular deliveries of food and water now, which is probably as a result of just better infrastructure, like the bug fix. I think things are flowing a lot better than they were before. There's still a lot of outstanding construction over here, and there might still be situations where they're almost fighting. They, like, deliver some resources to one, then one of the drones comes and picks it up from there and delivers it to the other, and then one comes and delivers it back. There's a little bit of that. So, like, doing the manual priority does seem to help in terms of making sure things actually get finished in order. There's a lot of these things, too. There's a lot of our drones that are just chilling on top of one of our other facilities, like our defensive drones, but like they're not actually at one of the defensive hives, but we did trash them, so that might be part of the reason. And there's this one all by itself too. Strange thing about this game is that I don't really care about the gameplay right now, but I want to know how the story will progress. Yeah, I mean the story is like
It's whiskey and chocolate.
is quite compelling actually. Oh, let's bring the speed up again, please. Quite Tony, hey Tony. Kill switch verb. Hold on, what's that? Kill switch, verb, the switch that makes the AI kill every human it encounters. I mean, maybe. Maybe. I don't know if this, like, if this game has, like, multiple possible endings and shenanigans like that. Will there be another humankind stream? I'm sure there will be, for sure. Whether or not we do another one on the current open dev, but I would like to go further as well. So I think it's safe to say there will be. Hey, we've hooked up another outpost. Lovely. See, things are happening a lot faster than they were last week. Until this planet is completely terraformed, no human will ever live on Mars for pleasure. No, we do it because humanity needs us to. The Zhuke's crew must have thought the same during their 4-year observing Mars from the station. It must have been positively claustrophobic. It feels strange to appreciate the achievements of our enemy, but we all sacrificed our comfort to pass on knowledge to the next generation. Humanity's future is beyond our petty differences. It's a good thing to remember. Mm-hmm. Improvement to resource transport probably get me to play the game again. Yeah. It definitely does seem better. But also on top of that, I think building these Hyperloop webs is actually what we want to do. Rather than these highways, which is what we were thinking of sort of before and working on, I think the web is the better thing. I'm actually thinking of dropping one over here. Would be a pretty strong plan, actually. It doesn't really go out of our way too much, and we can get a lot of extra connections. It'd be nice if we could get it within range of, right over here, power and maintenance, so we don't have to build... No, it didn't actually go. That happens sometimes. There we are. We can high priority, connect it there, and then we can get lots of extra connections. We may not bother connecting from here to there, but certainly from here and there, and getting another kind of connection over there is going to be really good. Yeah, I would like the... Okay, the O2 is going up. I would like it to go up quite a bit faster. Again, I'm a little leery of doing anything that's not just going to help our sort of logistics and production a little bit more. Especially if we want to make it all the way out here for this thing. And then there's the old landing site, too. I don't even know where the hell that is. I don't know if it's highlighted as well. Sometimes it doesn't always highlight the best. It'd be nice if it gave us the coordinates again. Old landing site is in the mountains. Mountains over here? I mean... Mountains over here. Abandoned Martian resort. Some solar panels. Next to 3 volcanoes. And we did get access to a new sector. So the volcanoes are over here.